Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. A nation filled with fascinating culture, otherworldly landscapes, and remarkable architecture. Qatar is a place that needs to be seen to be believed. Located in the Persian Gulf, with its land bordering Saudi Arabia, Qatar is one of the 7 Arab states. Qatar is indeed a small country, but that doesn't take away from its very diverse attractions and a fast-growing tourism industry that is developing. Tourist facilities are being created almost daily, especially in Doha, the capital city of the peninsula nation. Proving that this destination is one of the world's next big hotspots, Qatar will be hosting the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which will further increase the development of tourism. Need some more reasons to visit? The weather is almost perfect, thanks to its constant summer-like climate, and it's a wonderful place for those of us that love travel photography. It is also one of the safest countries in the world for tourists and boasts the true wonders of hospitality that Arabs are so well known for. Even though Qatar is a small country, there's a rich variety of food, beaches, and sand dunes and adventures. And nowhere is this more evident than the capital city of Doha. You can ride a camel in the morning, have brunch in a palace, sunbathe on some of the Gulf's most luxurious beaches, buy art from a world-class gallery, then end the evening with a night of clubbing at some of the world's most upscale nightclubs. In this video, we are talking about the 14 best things to do in Doha, Qatar. But before we get into the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Number 14. Go shopping in the Villaggio Mall. The Villaggio Mall clearly stands out as something unique when compared to the other Doha shopping malls. And it is one of the most impressive architectural feats in Qatar, with its stunning architecture, luxury brands, and an exciting range of shopping, dining, as well as entertainment options. The mall is spectacularly designed with a creative ambience that makes you feel as if you're somewhere in Venice. The Villaggio Mall is so big that it will take you a few hours to explore all of the shops, which range from normal retail to high-end luxury products. It really is a perfect place for families too, as you can offer your kids a platitude of different activities, such as ice skating, bowling, and even a roller coaster. Number 13. Admire the East-West/West-East artwork. Out in the middle of the Qatari desert is a new sculpture created by Richard Serra, called the East-West/West-East artwork. Serra always aspired to take the art off the pedestal and into the street, and his latest work achieves that perfectly. Isolated in the desert, you can gaze at his mesmerizing sculptures, the 4 steel plates that are firmly craned into the dunes. This project spans the greatest area of any of Serra's creations, and it's a real must to venture out into the desert and experience it firsthand. Number 12. Don't miss the Barzan Towers. The Barzan Towers were built in the late 1800s, renovated in 1910, and they were used as watchtowers over the West Bay to ward off the possibility of an Ottoman invasion. Even though the local military had defeated the Ottomans years earlier, the generals still had reasons to be apprehensive, which is why they were constructed. Over the years, the towers have been used for another service, inspecting the new moon during the holy month of Ramadan for accuracy. The Barzan Towers are a very well-maintained monument with a rich and interesting history, and definitely one of the best tourist attractions in Doha. Number 11. Learn about falconry at the Falcon Souq. In Qatar, owning a falcon is a status symbol. Currently, it is the richest country in the world per capita, and a visit to the city will open your eyes to countless expensive sports cars and world-class skyscrapers. And behind all of these luxuries is a population of wealthy business people and their falcons. A long time ago, when Qatar was just a vast desert, its people, the Bedouins, trained falcons for hunting prey. It's an idea that has lived on. The continued efforts to preserve falconry is because it's a vital part of their history and culture. Falconry has even been listed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list for Middle Eastern culture. Number 10. Head to the top of the Aspire Tower. The Aspire Tower, otherwise known as the Torch Doha, is a 300-meter tall skyscraper hotel and is best known for being the symbol of the 15th Asian Games hosted by Qatar in 2006. The tower is the tallest structure and building in Qatar and is without a doubt worth a visit for a number of reasons. It is an architectural gem with its modern interiors, panoramic swimming pool on the 19th floor, and an amazing 360-degree rotating restaurant located at the very top to admire the gorgeous view of the city. Number 9. Jump out of a plane over the city. This one is not for the faint-hearted and might be one of the most adventurous things to do in Doha. Jumping out of a plane is usually on everyone's bucket list, so why not make your first jump high above the futuristic, modern city surrounded by a vast desert with epic views of the Persian Gulf? Skydiving Qatar has a perfect safety record, and their instructors are highly experienced. When you're done with the museums and restaurants, strap a parachute to your back and head for the skies. Number 8. Visit the Katara Cultural Village. The Katara Cultural Village is also known as the Valley of Cultures and is the #1 place to visit for all thespians, art, and architecture enthusiasts, as well as for people passionate about learning other traditions. The Valley of Cultures is supposed to imitate the Qatari culture via a large space that houses a whole host of activities. Leaves no room for dwelling on what to do in Doha. It includes an opera house, an amphitheater, art galleries, heritage centers, various academic facilities, and of course cafes, green areas, museum facilities, and an information center. Number 7. Spend a day at the Museum of Islamic Art. The Museum of Islamic Art is considered to be the most important cultural landmark in Qatar, and rightfully so, as the museum presents Islamic art from 3 continents over a span of 1,400 years. Inside its walls, it keeps some of the oldest and most treasured artifacts from all over the Middle East. Collections that have made the Museum of Islamic Art their home have come from places as fascinating as Turkey, Iran, Egypt, and many more, all of them linked through their common Islamic history. Spend a few hours here and you can see different types of artifacts, calligraphy, ceramics, and a lot more. Inside the museum, you can also attend a variety of art exhibitions with works from international and local artists. Number 6. Have a look at the vintage cars at Sheikh Faisal bin Qassim Al Thani Museum. Art lovers might be wondering what to see in Doha, but the art scene there will pleasantly surprise you. The Sheikh Faisal bin Qassim Al Thani Museums, the FBQ Museum for short, collection was a project born out of a passion for art and artifacts of an influential businessman, Sheikh Faisal bin Qassim Al Thani. The museum is segregated into 4 parts: coins and currency, vehicles, Qatar heritage, and Islamic art. It's an impressive collection that took years to build up. You can find items all the way back from the Jurassic period right through to modern-day history. Number 5. Explore the Al Zubarah Fort. No trip to Doha is complete without a visit to the Al Zubarah Fort, located close to the town of Al Ruwais. The Zubarah Fort is an iconic desert fort of Qatar. Its name was derived from the archaeological site of Al Zubarah town, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The fort is immaculately preserved and is one of the best examples of 18th, 19th century settlements in the regions. In the past, it was ranked as one of the Gulf's most important pearl diving and trading centers that were linked to the Indian Ocean, and it was considered a prosperous trading town, making it one of the places to visit in Doha. Number 4. Soak up the atmosphere along the Doha Corniche. A perfect way to enjoy the sights of the beautiful Doha Bay is to take a leisurely stroll along the promenade, the Doha Corniche on the West Bay. The best spot to take a memorable photo from your trip is to position yourself next to the promenade, close to the Museum of Islamic Art, and from there capture the panoramic view of the skyscrapers. This is the heart of the capital, and you can find anything you might need. From cafes and restaurants for a short break between sightseeing to large green spaces for relaxation, this is one of the best places to visit in Doha. Number 3. Go on a sand dune adventure. Many of us have daydreamed about riding a camel and going on a desert safari. It's one of those classic adventure experiences, and amazingly, this is one of the best things to do in Doha. To truly enjoy nature at its finest and to experience the vast desert, jump into the dune bashing experience outside of the city. Abandoning the dull tarmac for the adrenaline rush of the dunes, expect breathtaking scenery on a roller coaster drive across the vast desert. Number 2. Be amazed by the Pearl Qatar. The Pearl Qatar is a man-made island just north of West Bay that became the epitome of luxury. It's one of the places to visit in Doha, especially if you're interested in seeing how the wealthy are living. The yachts, high-end stores, and villas in gated communities give you an interesting insight into how the upper class lives. Even though it's more on the expensive side, it proved to be a popular dining spot that hosts many restaurants, cafes, and restaurants lined along its waterfront promenades catered to every taste. Number 1. Walk around the Souq Waqif. When you walk down the lively streets of Souq Waqif, you're immediately transported into another time. The bazaar's name translates as standing market, and the Souq Waqif is a perfect place where you can taste, smell, and experience tradition through the merchants' produce, perfumes, and stunning surrounding architecture. The labyrinth of small shops offers a wide selection of various products from spices to handicrafts, clothing, and many souvenirs. Traditional art, cultural shows, and music enrich the atmosphere of this unique space that also houses a comprehensive visitor center. That's all for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave us with your valuable feedback if you found this video interesting. Stay tuned to our channel till the next video, and until then, see you soon.